All right, these two things seem to be on. We got a little microphone thing here. Hopefully this audio sounds good. We're about to find out. But yeah, right now in my room, doors open. I was gonna close that before I started this. Let's just get right into it, guys. This is the first episode of the solo series for the podcast, the Solo Lifestyle Diaries. It's gonna be pretty much daily me solo documentary on what's going on with my life, how it's going building the podcast, my spiritual journey, school, all the above. And now I'll be completely transparent with you. At first, I was gonna do a series called Student Zero to $10,000, and I'm not doing that anymore. I realized that I can turn a great idea, something that either I feel like God's calling me to create or something that I want to do, and then I instantly add money to it. I instantly try to businessize it, businessify, that's even a word. And not only does it suck the joy out of it for me, I was just doing some research, and I'll get more into my thought process with this, but the love of money is evil in a lot of ways. What you have to do to get money is evil, especially if it's not even unethically, but if it's not for the glory of God. I'm trying to do my best to follow Jesus and walk in the Spirit rather than on my own ambitions or desires. And I'm not the best at that. That's actually something I struggle with the most. If you guys are new here, by the way, this is not a Christian podcast or anything. This is not me talking about the Bible all day, every day, but it is something that is a part of me, and I want to share it on this platform. So expect a little bit of that. Whether or not you're Christian or not, please keep watching. I have a lot of insights just on other things that I'm doing, entrepreneurial, school, college, but my faith is a part of my life. And it's actually it's not even a new thing, but it's something I've not been this deep into it in my life. And there's a lot of reasons for that, which we can go into either later today or maybe on another episode, which will be coming out tomorrow. I have no idea when I'm going to film these either. I was really just trying to... This is an event session, by the way, guys, for the first episode. I don't know what I'm going to call this, but it might be called the vent, the plan, something. But the first episode I was going to make, I'm like, okay, I'm going to record it at this time, write this down, have these notes. And every single time I try to plan out everything or try to do everything, it ruins the fun out of things. It ruins my life. Imagine if you were going to do something and you plan out every single small detail. And then it's to me, personally, that might work for some people, but for me right now, that stresses me out, gives me anxiety, and it's just not good. Over planning is definitely a thing. And then also, I'm trying to write down things I do in each day, right? This might be one of them, right? I actually wrote this down the other day. And then I'm really busy in a day, or I just don't complete everything because things take longer than I assume because I overestimate how much I can do. And then it's I feel bad because I didn't complete everything, and now I have more work the next days. And it's it's such a bad cycle. And then I try to stay up late, and it's no, I need to get sleep on this new morning cycle. So yeah, over planning can be a thing, overestimating what you can do. And I just came back from Iowa, guys. If you don't know, I didn't even give an introduction on myself, just got right into it. But I'm a student at Michigan State University. You can check out the other episodes on the podcast where I introduce myself. But student at Michigan State University, a junior studying marketing, and I'm studying this podcast. So one of the biggest things, coming back from Iowa, I went to Iowa for it's called the SALT Conference. SALT is a network of churches across the United States, specifically for college students. Not only for college students, it's a multi-generational church family, but a lot of college students go in something called the SALT Network. Now there's other networks. Of course, can't film an episode without literally dying. But yeah, the SALT Network's a part of other churches as well. I believe, I could be misspeaking here, but there's a lot going on more than just college students. But yeah, coming back from there, I was on a spiritual high and still am now. When a lot of people come together for praise and worship and to learn from one another and to share experiences and stories and just have a great time. It's amazing. And coming back to school, boom, I've been hit hard. Boom, got so many things to do. Classes start up again. Worry about, or at least for me, I'm worrying about money, grades, family, all that stuff. And it's just hitting me so hard. And it's really hard to balance. This is really turning into a rant episode for the first episode. But I was stressed out. I was supposed to film this 2 days ago and I didn't. And now I just am, out of the blue. I feel like that's sometimes how I operate. And also I was I wanted to make this a 0 to 10K thing. And then I don't want to be chasing money. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of doing that. I'm not just here for the money. I'm just trying to create and learn new things. Ideally glorify God in every single thing that I do. But I'm really just here to create and see where I go, see where God takes me. And I'm not saying that this is going to be a series forever, but right now we're doing it to see where it goes. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this so far. This ideally is a daily thing that should really like showcase our journey. I'm not going to be scripting these out. It's literally, I don't know whether or not I should do this during the morning or night. Also, I've been sick for the past 2 months, guys. This is not okay. I feel like I'm being attacked. I'm not going to lie. But here we go again. I don't know if I should film this in the morning or night. I like to work out in the morning. And then at night, I want to wind down and get to sleep. I'm not going to lie. This could be more of a night thing. I could definitely see that. Like before I go to sleep, I get everything on my head. It's happening in the day. I think that's what it'll be. It'll be a before I go to sleep thing. But I should always try to start this at 10 p.m. so I can get to sleep by 11. I'm trying to wake up at 7 a.m. to work out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the schedule. I'm trying to think though, if I film these at 10, because I want to upload these daily, right? I'm not going to be editing these, guys. Also, yeah, if you're listening to this, by the way, on Spotify, just the vocals, and if you're viewing as well, I'm doing this video and audio, but I really hope you enjoy this. You're not going to be able to see the full experience. If you want the full experience, go on YouTube or watch the videos. But watch this. I'm going to pull out a whiteboard so I can write down some of my thoughts to show y'all. Look at that bad boy. We got a whiteboard. And so I'm going to be using this whiteboard to kind of illustrate some of the things. I'm a very visual person, and I'm always like visualizing different things. And hopefully this whiteboard helps a ton. So yeah, this whiteboard going to be called Day 1. Also, I have a ring light, which y'all just saw too. Day 1. I hope y'all can see that. Day 1. What's it going to be called? The Plan. The Plan. Life. Right. Now. The plan in life right now. I don't know how this is going to show up on the camera. Ideally, these episodes get better and better and better. But another big inspiration for starting this is, if you think about it, I'm a junior right now in college. I'm 20 years old, just turned 20 this year. And I have the opportunity to show, like, to pretty much document the process of me going from, I was about to say 0 to nothing. It's not even for the money or for, like, maximal self-improvement. I keep messing up with this. Like, I'm trying to erase it. But really document the process to inspire those and just to see what I can make out of it. As I said, I don't know exactly where this is going to go. But when I think about documenting the process, for example, if you look at, let's just look at any famous person. Okay, well, we can take Jesus, or we can take Cristiano Ronaldo. Imagine when they're like 20 years old, you could like see what they were doing, why they were doing it, what their thoughts were. Like, being able to see that either before someone, quote unquote, makes it, or just to see that in their life, I think is really cool. To show you all behind the scenes. I'm doing these podcasts, right? But I also want to give you guys more of a insight into what I'm really thinking. Maybe on these daily things, I could even talk about the podcast episode that I just filmed. That'd be cool too. To get a little debrief after the fact and what I thought went well, what I think could do better. And yeah, we're going to pair this with the podcast. Some more thoughts too. Don't do too many things at once. Like, this is a lot for me to do. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about like the fitness business that's paired with this podcast. We can't do that right now. We are really just focusing on this podcast. And yeah, we want to introduce the fitness business stuff later, but right now this podcast is taking priority, taking precedent. And yeah, we're going to try our best to make this work. So it's the first episode. This is going to be pretty unedited, by the way. Pretty raw thoughts. Just me talking. You guys get the full me on these. You guys get to see my thoughts. So yeah, was there anything else that I should talk about, guys? Well, the plan now, as I just did daily upload, but yeah, the plan now is to stay consistent. I noticed that with starting new things, there's like a curve of like Alex Hormozy, who is also like a business. He's really big into business stuff. I learned this from him, but it's like when you start something new, it's called uninformed optimism, which is like, oh, great. Like, this looks amazing. Like imagine you come up with a new idea for like a shirt or like a car. You're like, yo, no one's done this before. Let's do it. I saw this like article that was like a highway or like a giant road system where wireless charging, like you're just in the car and it charges your phone. Like, that's elite. Like, come on now. But let's say I'm like, oh my gosh, let's do that. Like, it's cool. Then you start doing it and you're like, crap, I don't know how to do this. I don't know who to talk to. And then you're like, crap, this is too hard. On to the next thing. Oh, this great idea for this new football that somehow you can throw 5 times as far. Like, no, like, that's a constant cycle and you keep switching ideas. Staying consistent until you figure something out. That's the key, and that's what I want to do with this. As I said, I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm letting God take the wheel with this. So, guys, appreciate every single episode. I'm going to try to, because this could end any day if I'm like, nah, this is not the direction. But going with that, I'm not going to be, the thing I don't want to quit on is because I'm not trying or not trying to figure it out. If I don't think it's right to do, that's one thing. But it's not going to be because of lack of trying or quitting. I can guarantee you that. I'm going to try my best, and we're going to make this thing work. So, yeah. Am I still an entrepreneur? I don't know. Am I a scholar? I don't know. Am I a child of God? Yeah. That's all we're focusing on. This episode's pretty passionate. I'm not going to lie, because I've been going through a lot internally, like mental battles. I feel like that's half the battle mentally. And then other things too. Just the world just be crazy. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Ranting, venting episode. I can't guarantee every episode's going to be like this. Some of them might be 5 minutes. Some of them might be 2 minutes. Some of them might be 30 minutes if I have a lot to talk about that day. So enjoy the daily solo series updates. Dang. I've been sick for like 2 months and it's not okay. I need some help. I need to go to the doctor or something, guys. But yeah, hope y'all are doing well. Reasons to watch this podcast. There's a lot of reasons, but enjoy the journey. On the main like podcast, like you can find this in the podcast playlist on YouTube. Am I gonna put this on Spotify? This might be on Spotify. You guys will find out. But yeah, I think it will be. But you guys can find this on the podcast playlist. I'm not gonna be making shorts of this either. This is just gonna be long form content, daily content. It's gonna be serious. And I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all have a great day today. Go out there and kill it. Be who you're meant to be. And don't back down when something's hard. Push through if you think that's truly where you're meant to be. And don't stop because of quitting. Only stop because you literally should not be doing that anymore. So, peace. See you guys on another episode of Lifestyle Diaries. Solo Diaries? What are we calling this? See you on another episode of Solo Diaries. So, with that, without further ado, before I literally cough up a storm here, I'll let you guys go. Have a great rest of your day.